Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jenga Njero. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time we have a man on board, the man is looking for a woman in the same way. When we have a woman on board, that woman must be looking for a man. Today we are having a man, and I'll be telling you the kind of woman he is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches. And the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost if you're new to the show. Subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, the contacts of our guest will be on my Facebook page at Jenganjero. So you can follow Jenganjero on Facebook and you'll be getting these updates in real time. Our guest on today's show is a 50-year-old man who is single and searching. Again, you could be asking yourself, why is he single at the age of 50? What kind of a woman is he looking for? And things like that. The moment we begin to explain these details, that is the moment you either develop interest or lack of it in the guest. Our guest is not new on the show because he was aired last year. Unfortunately, he didn't get a wife, he didn't get a match because of complications. And he alleges that the lady with whom they had organized to meet and have a life together duped him 2.5 million naira. I don't know how true that is because I can only substantiate if I hear the other side of the story, and at the same time, if I am able to see transactional details. Mr. Adebayo Ojo is a Nigerian doctor. He calls himself Prince Dr. Adebayo Ojo, 50 years old, and a Nigerian doctor by profession. He is a widower. He lost his wife through death, and that is why he is single. A man who is widowed, lost his wife through death, 50 years old, looking for a woman. He says between the ages of 45 and 25. That is what he has said. Again, he is looking for a woman who can be able to facilitate transport for herself and reach to her place for the very reason that he was duped 2.5 million naira, which was intended for visa papers and tickets for the flight. There was a time Mr. Ojo had sent me the number. I'll look for that number to get the story from that lady who allegedly received that money but didn't process the papers, but was not interested in traveling. And that now begs the question, why should one, if not interested, be interested in somebody's money and not be willing to travel? Because I believe before people can make arrangements on before people can make arrangements on travel plans, they have reached a certain point of agreement. They have decided to walk that journey together. And if people have not decided to walk that journey together, then it is very, 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 very immoral if they will not be willing to hold each other accountable in matters romance and finance. Because at the end of the day, both of them are very important elements of a marriage, and he's waiting for that woman whose interest is purely marriage and who is willing to settle down and start a relationship that leads to marriage. He comes from Nigeria, and he says that he doesn't have a problem with women from different parts of the world. You see, when you have traveled and when you have interacted with people from different parts of the world, you begin to understand that we are all the same. There is nothing so different except that there will be disparities and discrepancies in traditions. But if you can be able to accommodate one another, then a marriage can be born out of a friendship. And it is beautiful also. Again, Mr. Adebayo Ojo, the prince, is looking for somebody who is settled, somebody who does not have entanglements of the past, in the sense that the person is still having political or what we call baggages. You know what we call the politics of inheritance. Maybe somebody is having squabbles with the in-laws for the very reason that they have not been able to settle scores in as much as marriage is concerned. He's also looking for somebody who is willing, with or without children, because he is a father. He doesn't mind somebody who is having children because children will not be a hindrance to him. At the same time, He's not having a problem raising other people's children because he believes that the woman who will be coming is also going to be comfortable raising his own children. So if you're there, you're single and searching, and you feel like this could be your ideal candidate, then you can feel free to contact him. At the same time, Daktari Ojo is very interested in somebody who at least is doing something with her life. If that person is doing something with her life, if that person is maybe in business or that person is in a career, it will be very, very important because they can build friendship, and who knows, that friendship can lead to marriage. Mr. Ojo is a Nigerian man, and that is why he is willing to settle down. He doesn't have a problem traveling to other African countries. He is looking forward to get an African woman, and he doesn't have a problem if that woman comes from one African country or the other. What matters is that that woman should be one, God fearing, in the sense that there are things she cannot do. She holds herself to the dignity and the standard of a woman ready for marriage, a mother. You see, when you have called yourself a mother or a father, let's say a parent to be gender neutral, if you have decided to become a parent, you have to be very accommodative. You have to be very loving. You have to be very straightforward. You have to be very virtuous because directly and indirectly, people will be picking lessons from you. People will be learning from you without you ever uttering a single word because that is the very element of leadership. Mr. Ojo is interested in a woman, I've said, between the ages of 25 and 45. Upon asking him, he said he wouldn't mind getting a child, and that is why he's very specific in terms of age. Because again, most likely women who are past 50 are not very, very likely to get more children for the very reason of menopause. And that is the rule of nature that you cannot undo. So if you're there, you're single and searching, and you feel like this one could be one of the most ideal candidates that you can bag. I told you this is an international show. I have always seen people drawing stereotypes. Oh, I don't know Nigerians, I don't know people from West Africa. Let me tell you something. There are still so many good people, and there are still very bad people. Very many bad people from this region, and there are very good people from this region. In the same way, there are so many people who are very bad in other regions, and there are also very many good people from different regions. In a nutshell, we can say we have good people in every country, and we have bad people in every country. We have good people in every part of the world, so do we have bad people. It's upon you now to choose, and when you're choosing, choose wisely. I have always told you that you don't drop the basic safety rules of a relationship. Just because you are dating, you cannot suspend your common sense. You cannot suspend some of the rules of a relationship. So instead of stereotyping people, you see, just like the whites are able to stereotype the blacks in some democracies in the world, and it feels very bad when somebody has been subjected to a stereotype, knowing very well that they are very different, and one bad person does not represent an entire country. I know you know that. So let's give people a chance, and because we have grown internationally, we cannot discriminate against people. I told you, you cannot love people and judge them at the same time. You can only choose one. And on this show, we choose to love people unlike judging them. Until then, this is Jenganjero. I'm hoping he gets a good match. I can spell his number so that anyone who is interested can be able to get in touch with him. Plus 234 701 3496 981. I repeat, plus 234 701 3496 981. That is Mr. Prince Dr. Adebayo Ojo, all the way from Nigeria. I hope I'll see you in the next video. I hope he gets a good match, and that is what we are about.